stronger than baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle.
On broadcast up,
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Set 53. Check right 54. 72.
If he stay funny. Yo, smoke it. What's Gucci, man? Who you playing with?
Brady now on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Takes this up
if you want, if me and my homie that's on Xbox gifted teacher and Uptown Scheme on the drink,
completion on first down.
If you want to run some quads.
Here's Brady. That one a first down pickup of 8.
All right, let me go back in the game chat real quick. My man's on Xbox, of course, so like I said, he can't join no party chat.
Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
On play action, now Brady. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first. Quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Stay there. Stay there. Black 11. Go. Hey, I'm going to go low switch.
Here's the second year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Watch that. Load it. Hey, you got 3 down.
Yeah.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
That's what's up, man.
45. Mike, 45.
That's what's up, man.
Play action now. Rivers. And a They're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Oh, my God.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Wasn't even here.
Zach Pascal with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Do that shit right in front of me.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
That girl was doing.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
That's why they was ignorant. They like, nigga, your money coming.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The throw complete here to Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Shoot. Sugar. Hey, watch it. Check 4. 53 now.
On 1st down, Vaughn, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Hey, Colt 66. Hey, Orbit. That's going to be a long day. 58, boys, 58, Mike. Man, I got you. Hey, 66.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Man, wow,
Picked off down at the 2.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Whoa.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, here we go. Wait, 89.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they could use something here on 3rd down. Rivers. Complete to Hilton. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Play fake, Rivers. He's got it to Hilton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Rivers now. Open man is Trey Burton. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To the air again here, Rivers. And Pascal's got it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. I don't think you can. 50. 72.
On first down, Brady. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
They find some open field here. What? They give him a gain of 37.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Give me something. Here we go. Hey, check it. Check.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Anthony Walker, the other Colts linebacker with over 100 tackles a year ago, making the play there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Mixon. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Go Bandit. Get that ball. 54, Mike. Hey, Team 6.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got Evans. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll give it to Mixon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On 2nd and goal, Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line.
And it's 3rd down.
Step round 80. 390. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Watch twist. That's right.
A first down throw here for Rivers. He's going to float this one deep. He's got it at the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady, open man, Gronkowski complete.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Go! Right there, 54, right there. 80 weapon.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Go Bandit.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, 66.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Fucking kidding me, yo.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Rivers now 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Final play of the half, Rivers. And the catch made by Hilton. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines.
Oh.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
390, 61, matchbox, light,
On play action, Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now Rivers looking deep for Hilton. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. point after, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Check 26, check 25. 5. Mike 5-4. Ricky. Mike 50. Hey, check it. Mike 54. I'm coming.
Brady now on first down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tyrell Williams. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. To throw, Rivers. A good throw here, finding Pascal.
I'm in the game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. On first down, Hines. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Rivers. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
What the fuck is y'all doing?
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that? What
do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that... sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Set, block 11!
On second down, it's Hines, and he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. They run again with Hines. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Complete to Hilton. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. This is Hines. And an alley to run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Sugar!
On play action, now Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
I'm coming for you, son. 22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Check it.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
No, 66. Hey, Delta. 54 is mine. Check. Watch 54.
On second and 11 now. Brady. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. So first and 10 now from the 30. They run with Hines. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now it's Hines. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Rivers now to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in. And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Rivers to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Hines, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. On first down, it's Hines. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Rivers. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown.
He just stood there, bro.
Broken our tie here in the final minute.
Oh, my God. Go
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take.
God. This nigga just stood there, bro.
Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me. Hey, wahoo!
Back to throw, Brady. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Wait, 20. Check, block 54, block 72. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 59 yards. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Try to spike the
So
ball.
after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. One final try now for Brady. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Indianapolis, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-9.